Thank you very much, Shaira, and a pleasant good night to all listening this broadcast via whatever means. Of course, it is always my pleasure to sit on these programs to educate or to speak to you, the public, on matters relative to the law and how it aids the overall strategy to keep us safe during this pandemic. We are currently under a state of emergency, which was extended yesterday by Parliament until December 31st. Let me first explain what is a state of emergency. It is a tool that is used by governments to give themselves additional powers to address a calamity that has the potential to overwhelm the resources of the state. Such calamities include natural disasters, acts of external aggression against the state, internal unrest or public disorder, health pandemics, etc. We are currently in a health pandemic battling COVID-19, hence the reason for this current state of emergency. State of emergencies temporarily suspend some basic individual rights so that authorities can bring the situation under control quicker. So, for example, the curfews, restrictions of movement, closure of businesses, restrictions on social activities are some of the basic rights that you give up to allow us to better manage the crisis. We are aware that the virus needs people to move. So as long as we are moving, the virus will move with us and it will spread from person to person. When you stay at home and follow the protocols, you are helping us to manage the crisis and shorten the length of time that we remain under these conditions. The actions of the security forces are guided by the Emergency Powers Regulation, SRO 25 of 2021, which has provisions geared towards controlling and preventing the spread of the virus. The two main pillars of the regulation are stay at home and follow the protocols if you must go out. However, you should only go out if you have to access some essential service, such as food, financial service, or medical care, or if you are categorized as an essential worker. While you are out, you must of course wear your mask, maintain a physical distance of 6 feet from others, and sanitize your hands regularly. The police have been very busy enforcing the restrictions under the regulations. To date, we have issued over 200 tickets, well, actually it's 282 tickets to persons for failing to wear the mask in public and for hosting or attending social events that were not authorized. 33 persons have been arrested so far for breaching the nightly curfew. Our online curfew e-pass portal has been kept busy, very busy, with applications for passes to be out during the curfew or limited operation periods. Over the last 3 days, we have received almost 600 applications and over 2,400 applications over the last month. We urge you to be more disciplined and resist the urge to apply for a pass to go out, if you can avoid it. Remember, the reason for the restrictions is to prevent the spread of the virus, and the more you move, the more the virus moves with you. Before I close, I just want to make a few announcements that may inform our discussion later. Presently, all street vendors, particularly in the town of Bastille, has been prohibited. All street vending, particularly in the town of Bastille, has been prohibited, and vendors are moved to the public market, where measures are in place for the safety and security of the vendors and their customers. We would like to see this continue going forward. Therefore, we are asking persons who have tents, vehicles, or other structures on the streets and sidewalks in Bastille to have them removed as soon as possible, in any case by the 9th of July. This will include food trucks that are scattered around the streets of Bastille. The current regulations do not provide for the opening of restaurants on limited operation days, but rather give the Commissioner of Police a discretion to permit them to operate. The Commissioner has already received several of such applications, and I'm therefore pleased to inform you that the Commissioner has approved the opening of restaurants on limited operation days between the hours of 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. for takeaway or delivery orders only. No in-dining will be permitted. With regards to the licensing of vehicles ending with 6 and 7, we've had a few questions on this. The licensing authority has approved the waiving of the vehicle inspection for these vehicles. Paving the way for the vehicles to be licensed without such inspection certificates. Persons wishing to license your vehicle during the 24-hour lockdown periods, you may do so via the Inland Revenues Department website at www.sknird.com. We have also made provisions for farmers during the 24-hour curfew days to attend their food farms or their livestock during the periods of 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. and from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. daily. So during the period of 24-hour curfew, farmers, that is all farmers, food crops and livestock farmers, you may visit your farm between the hours of 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. and between the hours of 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. And on limited operation days, all farmers and fishers are permitted to operate between the hours of 5 a.m. and 6 p.m. However, we ask that you observe all the protocols, wear your mask when you are out or in the company of others, and maintain a physical distance of 6 feet. Earlier, I indicated that restaurants may be open on limited operation days for takeout or delivery service only. I want to emphasize here that bars are not permitted to operate. Regulation 14 provides all retail liquor licenses are suspended once a period of emergency has been declared. Regulation 11 restricts all social activities and prohibits persons from visiting or attending any bar or rum shop. So we ask that bar owners keep your bars closed and do not allow the type of congregation of persons at these establishments. I will stop here for now and be prepared to discuss the issues that I've raised further during the discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Cromwell Henry.